This episode of Badass Agents Podcast is brought to you by Jason Smith team at Nova Home Loans. Jason, a Navy veteran, has been recognized as one of the top 100 loan originators in the country. There is no task too big or too small for the Jason Smith team. Every client counts. For the best rates and great service, contact Jason at 480-227-6231 or visit novahomeloans.com. I personally stand by his service, and so do thousands of satisfied clients. That's Jason Smith at Nova Home Loans. NMLS number 210839. You've already been there. You can't be excited about it every day. It doesn't mean you're wrong. It doesn't mean you're never going to be satisfied. I can't beat myself up and say I'm never satisfied for not feeling this great, overwhelming sense of emotion for getting into this new building. I've already been there. Now I need to start anticipating the future. Welcome to another episode of Mindset Mastery. I am your host, Araujo, and I am streaming live from our studio, our current studio, and this will be the very last episode recorded here in the studio. And I got to tell you, it's like a bittersweet moment, right? It's one of those moments where I've been doing it for so long out of the same location, coming to the office day in and day out for years, and yet, this is a final goodbye. This week will be the very last week we are here. We are moving our headquarters, and so I'm very excited about where we're going. And I think I misinterpreted the excitement just earlier. Good. We have that going. Can you turn it my way, please? Can you turn it my way? Oh, perfect. We had a little bit of technical issues and that's something we're always going to have to deal with, but I'm excited to have you all here today. I'm excited to share what I'm going through right now because, I walked into this building this morning, right? The same building that we're moving into, and I've done it for over the last 3 to 4 months, every single day, multiple times a day. Whether there's people there or not, whether it's an empty building or not. I was there when it was just a shell and just going there every single day, sitting in the parking lot for 15, 20 minutes at a time. Nothing else but just to stare at the building. I would go inside the building and I would just stand there. Nothing else but just stand there. And I saw the entire progress and I documented every step of the way, every single day, right? And I have this progression of where we were at to where it's at. And for those of you that saw our reveal back in, I think it was October or November last year, you remember the green walls that were there, right? And there was junk everywhere. The previous business had just, left because they fell on hard times. And, so I walk into this building and it wasn't anything nice. It was an ugly building to say it bluntly. It was just a really just broken down building. And, I've seen it come to life again. This building is just an unbelievable project. It's an unbelievable, just the way it turned out. It looks so awesome that I think all of you will be impressed by that. And one of the things that I want to discuss is how I felt this morning. We're 99% done. 99% done. And I walk in and my heart starts beating fast. I go in there and I'm not really excited. I'm not smiling. In fact, I'm just like feeling my heart kind of feeling like it's going to come out of my body. It's just thumping really fast. And, during this time, I'm thinking I should feel a different way. I've been anticipating this for so many months. I should feel this excitement. We're only 3 days away from opening, 4 days away from opening. I should feel excited about the moment. I've been waiting for this for months. I've been anticipating this for months. And here we are, just 99% done. All we're missing is a few furniture pieces, and we're going to be moved in. And yet I'm not giving myself that permission to feel that excitement. In fact, I call my wife and I'm like, dude, I'm not feeling the way I think I should. I'm feeling a little anxious, I think, because when you feel a certain way and your heart starts beating, most will tell you it's anxiety, right? Because you're not really thinking about the happy side of it. And I was in this weird state because I'm not feeling afraid of anything, because I felt anxiety when I knew things were not moving my way. I felt anxiety, and it brought negative emotions. There was no emotion. And I think I started beating myself up for that, because I should have some type of emotion, right? And I start to realize that, what I'm feeling at that moment is just the way I show excitement. My heart starts beating, but I wasn't thinking about the negative things that could happen. I'm not thinking about how it could fail. I'm not thinking about the financial burden I put myself into. I'm not thinking about, all these other things. In fact, I realize now that I'm like more focused on what to do next. I'm excited about getting in the building. It's not necessarily that I'm anxious about just, all that's to come, all the responsibility. I already took on that step. I'm already there. I'm already there at that level. So I think these feelings were just based on, I need to get in the building so I can start creating all these other things, because my vision is two parts. My vision was, you build it, and the second part is, they will come. I think that's what I'm anticipating, the anticipation of that now. This whole building, I've already walked through the halls. I've already been there many hours. So, of course, I'm not going to have that excitement, because I've already been there. In my mind, it's already been done. I think now it's the anticipation of the new opportunities that are coming our way, all of our ways, your way, because we continue to push the envelope. And when you're surrounded by individuals that continue to push, the likelihood is you're also going to push. The likelihood is you're also going to rise. And I think that's what I'm truly maybe a little anxious, a little excited about. Not necessarily the building. I was tying that emotion to the building. I've already been there. It's kind of like when you want that car, that brand new car, and you get it. You've already been there. You can't be excited about it every day. It doesn't mean you're wrong. It doesn't mean you're never going to be satisfied. I can't beat myself up and say I'm never satisfied for not feeling this great, overwhelming sense of emotion for getting into this new building. I've already been there. Now I need to start anticipating the future. I need to start building towards that. And it's not because I don't have all this joy. It's not because I'm not happy about it. But I now know that those emotions there were simply, I need to get in there. Not because of the negativity that I used to operate my life by. When I used to make a big purchase, I used to be like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? I think we've all been in that place. But when you just simply pass that threshold, when you simply make the decision, and the decision is simply the threshold, right? A threshold is simply a decision. And when you take that step, you're like, oh, I should have gone bigger. I remember back in 2012 when I bought a brand new Porsche Panamera. And same thing. I was anticipating this car. It had only been out for like a year. And I was anticipating this car, and I was so excited. I read every review. I researched exactly how I wanted it, what wheels I was going to put on it after I got it. And then when I got it, it was like, oh. And it wasn't because I was never satisfied. You know what I thought? Why didn't I go bigger? Why didn't I take the turbo instead of the base model? And here, maybe a part of me is saying I should have gone twice as big. But I think that's what makes us unique. That's what makes you unique. And I think we can't allow people to make us feel bad for not being satisfied, for always anticipating more. This is not an arrival point. I'm not doing this to say, okay, this is it. As a matter of fact, I think that feeling was like, holy shit, you're just barely starting to play the game, boy. You're still wet behind the ears there, boy. I still got a lot within me. And I think that's what was kind of scaring me and exciting me at the same time. Knowing that this is just the beginning And it's strange to say that sometimes, right? This is just the beginning, and I want all of you to look at your businesses as that way. The struggles you're going with right now, this is just the beginning. You want more, you're going to have bigger problems. But you're going to be a bigger person to solve those issues. This is just the beginning. Let's get excited about that. And we all have heard the definition, right, between anxiety and excitement. And I like this. And it says, anxiety and excitement are both aroused emotions. In both, the heart starts to beat faster. Cortisol surges and the body prepares for action. In other words, they're an arousal congruent. The only difference is that excitement is positive emotion, focused on all the ways something could go well. So maybe what I was feeling is I just want to get in there. Because I didn't go the phase 2 of if you build it, they will come, right? But when they come, I have to be a bigger person. I have to create the new opportunities. And that's the way I got to look at it. And I think we're all in that place. And that's what makes us unique. We got to continue to push. And it's not to just simply get there. The excitement comes, the anxiety comes from knowing, again, that there's many steps above this one. I don't ever want to be complacent. I don't ever want to just sit on my laurels. I want to keep moving because that's what gets me up in the morning. I walk into this building, I know now it's okay, it's on me. And it's not a matter of thought of, can I take on this additional expense? Can I make this happen? Now it's okay, what's next? What's next? And again, a lot of this, that threshold that you've been waiting for, is just simply making a decision. That house you've been anticipating and promising your family, just make a decision. That car that you need for your business, just make a decision. The hardware and software and whatever personnel you need for your business, just make a decision and you'll be there. And once you get there, I've heard it time and time again, I wish I would have done this sooner. Because the threshold is not some grand entry to that. It's just a simple decision. And it comes on the back of not being satisfied. Listen, all of us want to grow. I've had those conversations with you. But I'm thankful for having those emotions because a lot of people just won't move. But people in your circle won't move. Those are the same people that say you work too much. Those are the same people that say you're working late again. Those are the same people that say, well, you got your business going, you forgot about us. They just don't get it. They don't get it. Because they don't anticipate more. They don't have to deal with the emotion we do on a daily basis. They don't know what it means that if you don't market, you don't get paid. If you don't work, you don't get paid. So it's okay to go big. It's okay to want to be the best. We're not going to the next phases. You're not going to go to the next phase of your business subdued. You want big things. We can't hold back on our desires. And I won't ever tell you or make you feel that your ambitions will never be satisfied. Because that's the game we play. That's the decision we made many years ago. Can't do it. I already live in a big enough house. Doesn't matter. If you desire something bigger, go for it. I already have this nice car. Well, doesn't matter. If you want a faster car, a bigger car, then go for it. And what I'm saying is we can't feel shame of not being satisfied. When I walk into this building, it's just another day for me. I'm okay Because I didn't show the emotion today, I won't show it again. Because I've been there hundreds of times already. I've lived there. Spent many hours there. Now it's like the next step. And if you're in my circle, you're going to want more. You're always going to want more. And it doesn't have to be financially. It's just becoming more every single day. Because I want to create something bigger than what I have. I do. Why not, right? But I got to understand that I can't beat ourselves up. That after going after what we want, we obtain it. It's like, no. I'm not satisfied. I want more. And maybe that's something we repeat to ourselves on a daily. I'm not satisfied. I want more. Because that thought process brought my marriage from the brink of divorce. That same mindset. I'm not satisfied. I want more. That's what took me out of my financial mess that I created for myself. That's what built this business. That's what brought us this building. And it's okay. And listen, not everyone will understand your goals and ambitions. That's okay. You don't have to talk to them. Talk to me. Talk to the rest of the 160 agents within our organization. Talk to them. If you want to get coddled, talk to your family and friends. If you want to be pushed, if you want to be told the truths, you know where to go. So it's going to be a very exciting day on Thursday when we move in. But it's going to be business as usual. We're going to go in there and we're going to be striving for more. Not going in there to put up my feet on my desk. I'm going in there for phase 2 of this. And so should you. So it's right around the corner. And I hope this resonates with you. Never satisfied. Yeah, that's right. I'm never satisfied. That's right. Because if I was, you all wouldn't be in my life right now. And it's this constant push, this constant drive, that now we have this community of some badass agents, people that are improving in all facets of their life. And it's a domino effect. And because you rose, because you were not satisfied, those around you are benefiting the same way as you benefited. Isn't that an amazing thing? The domino effect. The ripple in the water. It just keeps going and going. So that's the way we're going to continue to play. And whether we interpret it as anxiety or excitement, it doesn't matter. We're going to get up and get it done. I want to thank you. For joining me for this episode of Mindset Mastery. I know it's a short one for us today, but we got a lot of stuff to do. We got this Thursday, we're going to have a pre-grand opening event, a walkthrough with just the agents of A's and Associates. And many people are, for the very first time, getting into their own office as well. And I know that's an expense on their end. And it's exciting. It's not anxiety, it's excitement. But the excitement comes from knowing you got more within you. The anxiety, can I do this? Can I pay for this? That's on the back burner. The decision has already been made. Let's not fight that battle over and over and over again. It's been made. It's been done. Now it's like, okay, build the next phase. Sergio, the threshold in my life keeps increasing, and it's simply based off enjoying the brief moment and knowing I can do more, followed by seeking what I can do next. Yes, I can do more and I can do next. And I think that's a great way to look at it. What's next? It's not that, hey, it's not it's a big milestone, but I can't celebrate this for the rest of my life. Can't do it. I need to celebrate something else, right? And honestly, that's what gets you going. That's what helps me get up at 4:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 a.m. sometimes. It's putting that threshold in front of me, putting that next goal. What's next? Andrea, love this. The domino effect. Yes, Teresa, love this. And I'm looking forward to having you all there. And thanks again for joining me for this episode of Mindset Mastery. Never satisfied. Don't let anyone shame you for thinking that. Hell no, I'm never satisfied. I'm going for more. Guys, have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Badass Agents Podcast, brought to you by AZ & Associates and Do the Work Coaching and Consulting. You can watch this and other episodes by subscribing to our channel on YouTube or by visiting us directly at badassagents.com. And of course, you can listen to this episode and many others on your preferred podcast provider. This episode of Badass Agents Podcast is brought to you by Jason Smith team at Nova Home Loans. Jason, a Navy veteran, has been recognized as one of the top 100 loan originators in the country. There is no task too big or too small for the Jason Smith team. Every client counts. For the best rates and great service, contact Jason at 480-227-6231 or visit novahomeloans.com. I personally stand by his service, and so do thousands of satisfied clients. That's Jason Smith at Nova Home Loans, NMLS number 210839.